Prime Minister Theresa May has convened a full cabinet meeting to discuss a possible no-deal Brexit. The government is about to unveil more of its contingency plans for that scenario, and Brexit Secretary Dominic Raab has today warned that in the event the UK does leave the EU without a deal, that it may not pay the financial bill it's agreed with the bloc. For more on this story, let's go to London now, where Vincent McAviney is standing by for us outside Downing Street. Vincent, what should we be looking out for from today's meeting?
Good afternoon, Tokes. Well, this meeting started at 8:30 local time this morning. It was set to go on for around 3 hours. All of the cabinet is in there, and also the Bank of England Governor Mark Carney was snuck in via the back as well. He has just announced in the last couple of days that he'll be staying on an extra 6 months to make sure there is continuity, and they'll be going through the plans for a no-deal scenario. The government is taking this into account very seriously now. We know that the Trade Secretary Liam Fox in the summer said he thought the probability of no deal was 60-40. Mark Carney, the Bank of England governor, saying it was uncomfortably high, because whilst the EU has signalled earlier in the week with Michel Barnier's comments that they're ready to do a deal after Theresa May had been putting pressure on them with these one-to-one meetings with European leaders, it seems as though Theresa May's own party, the Conservatives, she might not have enough votes to get the bill that she needs to put through for the Chequers plan to be approved through Parliament this autumn. So they'll be going through all of the possible scenarios in this meeting, looking at contingency plans, because if it doesn't get through the Commons, it's then unclear what could happen. The Prime Minister may need to call a fresh snap election and fight it on her Chequers plan, or even there is much call now for a second referendum. That's something that the Prime Minister has said that she will not do, but then again last year she said she wouldn't call a snap election and ended up having to do so. So we'll see in the coming hours whether or not there is any news out of this meeting, but I think they'll just be going through all these contingency plans.
Well, it would seem to some that the British government is again sending mixed messages on the risks of a no deal and what that would mean for Britain. What exactly has Raab had to say so far?
Well, Dominic Raab has published a piece in the Telegraph today in which he says they're stepping up no-deal preparations, but if there is a no-deal scenario, then the UK simply won't pay its £32 billion euro bill. That would put a real dent into the EU's finances. He's also publishing today the second tranche of these no-deal papers. We had 24 last month, we've got 28 this month, and they're on quite tangible things like passports, driving licenses, roaming fees for mobile phones, and we'll get those a little bit later on today. Dominic Raab says there'll be more coming. It's a kind of drip-drip effect to try to make sure that this stays in the public mind and that people put pressure on the MPs that are currently rebelling against Theresa May to back her Chequers plans.